coaching staff was fired, which has caused a lot of problems there, and they lost 11 starters from last year, and then after that, the kids that were starters that were returning decided to transfer out of the school once as the coaches were fired. So that was.
Hey, you guys know how to run these things? We're not getting nothing on the other side.
And like I was saying, the Akron Coventry Comets were once as they had all their kids transfer out, they were left with low numbers. I think they were down to under 30 players on their squad. Their starting quarterback is only 14 years old, as he's a freshman this year.
Again, Akron Coventry won tonight's toss. They deferred their choice into the second half. It will be
so the freshman quarterback for Akron Coventry will be seeing a lot of pressure from tonight's Wildcat defense. As the Akron Coventry Comets won that toss and decided to defer to the second half, and the Wildcats took the ball for the first half. So we've got Snyder, Kramer, and Cordis back. We have number 32, Russ Stouffer, kicking off. And we've got a flag on the field already. Here in Luce Field for the very last game ever here in Luce Field, as we hopefully will be in Buckenmeyer Stadium next year. The flag was a offsides penalty on the Comets, so they'll move it back 5 yards and kick off again. We've got some wet and drizzly conditions tonight here in Napoleon, Ohio for tonight's football contest. Chilly conditions. Wind is blowing to the south. As the kick is up again, a low line drive kick recovered by Cordis, who runs up to the middle of the field, finds a hole and gets behind his blockers and takes it up to the 40-yard line. And that's where the Wildcat offense will start tonight. So, Joe, tell us what the Napoleon offense will try to do tonight to take on this new Akron Coventry defense.
Well, I think, like I said before, they'll have to get a good rushing game going. They don't got Brooks Pedraza back in the backfield, as he's out with an injury this week. And as they give the handoff to Kramer, he gets up for about 2 yards. That'll bring it to 2nd and 8, and they can get their rushing game going. That should open up the passing game pretty good.
Sento was on the stop for Akron Coventry. A gain of 3 for Ryan Kramer. 2nd down and 7 at the 43-yard line for the Wildcats. Rex is under center. Van Osdale to the lower portion of your screen. Oh, and he's big rush. Rex breaks the tackle, runs straight up the field, up to the 45-yard line for a gain of about 12 yards. So a good game by Scott Rex, and like to see him, or I like the way he broke that tackle and took it right straight up the field. Didn't do anything fancy and got 12 yards on that play.
Nice run there by Rex as he saw the opening up the middle. Got a pretty heavy rush there, but was able to break through for a nice first down there.
He's got 2 guys in the backfield, Snyder and Kramer. Give to Snyder, and the number 31 makes the tackle in the backfield along the Wildcat sideline, as Ben Snyder was just not able to break the tackle of number 31, Dustin Halsey, a junior. And it's going to be a loss of 3 for the senior who's playing his last game here tonight in Luce Field. Snyder and Kramer in the backfield. Van Osdale, lower portion of your screen, as Rodriguez goes to the top of your screen. Rex lost one up for Van Osdale, and it's open. He runs down to the 15-yard line. A nice pass, a nice touch pass there by Scott Rex to haul it in and run down to about the 15-yard line. Is there a penalty marker tacked on to the end of the play? We'll see what the call is. No ruling yet on the call. They're still talking it over.
Personal foul, Coventry.
Personal foul on Akron Coventry. This will be half the distance from the goal from the end of the play. This is really
Complete for 35 yards. The penalty
took really get them in there about the 7.5 yard line. No. First and goal from the 7-yard line. That was a 35-yard pass play from Rex to Van Osdale. So nice drive here for the Wildcats, set up by the pass play by Rex. As Rex gives to Kramer, who cuts it right up the middle. He's going to take it down to about the 1-yard line.
Stoker on the stop for Coventry.
Because he's real close. Tackle by Stouffer. Gain of 6 for Ryan Kramer. They're going to bring up 2nd down and 1. Rex gets under center, full house backfield. Give right up the middle to Snyder. He's pushed back. No indication yet. No, he did not get in.
Injured on the stop for Coventry.
He did not gain
Third and goal.
anything on 2nd down. This is going to bring up a 3rd down call. Joe, what do you think they'll do here?
I think they'll just keep on running up the middle. Think they can give it up to Snyder or Kramer here. They can get a nice push off from the line and try to get in for that score. We've only got 9-10 left in the first quarter. Rex under center. Hands off Snyder over to the top side. Touchdown. Nice run there by the senior Ben Snyder as he goes off the right tackle in for the score. That'll make it 6-0 Wildcats as Matthew Russell comes out for the extra point attempt.
In to attempt the point after touchdown kick, number 5, Matthew Russell.
So that was a great drive by the Napoleon Wildcats as Scott Rex got some early confidence in tonight's game with a 35-yard pass to Van Osdale. The kick is up.
Kick is up.
And the kick is no good as it was wide right for the junior kicker. It's 6-0 in favor of the Napoleon Wildcats. But back to that drive, Joe. It was a deep pass play, set it all up, but a nice run and play there on the 3rd down for Ben Snyder.
Yeah, well, Snyder, nice senior running back there, knew that if they could get it up to the senior, he'd be able to put it in for the score. Have a lot of confidence in him this year as he's done an incredible job out there for the Cats. As Napoleon has their freshman team down there tonight, dressing for the game, seeing what the action will be like for next year's season.
As now we've been blessed by the presence of Kylie Hines and Becky Boffman, and they will give us the women's point of view, a segment that we have loved and enjoyed all season. What do you think of tonight's game, Kylie?
Well, I think that this team has a little bit of a jet lag, and that we'll be able to pull it off tonight. I've said that every time, but I really feel it this time.
Exactly. This is the last time they get to do it this season at the home football field, so I think they're going to win.
And it's raining out, and make sure you have your rain gear on.
White on the return.
As White returns the ball for the Comets, but Kylie, this being the last game of Loose Field, what has been your most memorable thing or happening here at Loose Field?
Well, I would say I've had a lot of memorable moments here, including Powder Puff and being homecoming queen and slipping down many bleachers here when it's raining. But it's been a great field, and I hope Buckemeyer Stadium's better.
I don't know. We've had a lot of good times. A lot of the benches breaking and a lot of good fights. No, don't think that we're an awful crowd because we like to have fun over there.
Good luck, Wildcats. Hope you win tonight.
Thank you, ladies. And they said that we'll be back at halftime. After halftime, they just said. Back to the game. There's 8:52 left to go in the first quarter. This is NCTV 5, your hometown cable access station, bringing you the best that we have to offer. As yes, Joe, the freshman team is dressing for tonight's game, not in their regular uniforms, but in their freshman uniforms. As Coach Snowden said, they worked hard all season and think they deserve the recognition of playing or dressing for tonight's game. Send a guy in motion for the Comets. Give his to Stouffer right up the middle, as it's going to be a gain of about 3 yards for the Comets. And the quarterback is number 9, Gary Hinton. Like I said before, freshman, only 14 years old. She's a...
Second and 6 for the Comets.
This could be boys amongst men. And Joe, what's he going to have to do tonight to get on track and have a good game for tonight?
Well, I think he might have to do the same thing as Napoleon will have to do. Just get a good running game going, try to open up the passing game, and try to just get the jitters out as a young kid there. Going up against some big guys. Might be a little bit intimidating going up against Ross Durham and Jason Rickenberg out there, and might just have to get the jitters out a little bit first.
It's going to need a lot of help from his offensive lineman to get some good protection and stop that defensive push. This brings up 3rd down and 2 for the Comets. As they run out, they give it to Stouffer, and he stopped short of the first down. Is right around the line of scrimmage at the 25-yard line. There is a flag on the play. We'll have to wait and see what the call is. The call is holding on the Comets. That's their third penalty already tonight. I assume this one will be declined by the Wildcats. See what they're going to say.
Holding. Coventry is declined.
It is declined. This will bring up 4th down and 2 from the 25-yard line. Now comes the punting team for the Akron Coventry Comets.
4th and 2. Deep for the Wildcats, number 2, Ben Snyder, and number 8, Ryan Kramer.
Ryan Kramer and Ben Snyder deep for the Wildcats.
Stouffer lining up in the punting position.
2 guys that have done a very good job this year for the Napoleon Wildcats on special teams. The snap is good, and the punt is blocked. Oh, and they pick it up by a Akron Coventry player, and it's going to be ran for a first down. He breaks the tackle. He is going all the way. He could go all the way as he's down to the 20-yard line. He's going to be tackled at the 10-yard line. Joe, what happened on that play?
Well, it looked like the punt was blocked there and picked it up, and Napoleon, I don't know if they didn't notice it right away, but it didn't look like they had a lot of men around there, and he just found a hole up the middle and brought the ball up to Napoleon's 18. Big play there for Akron Coventry, as looked like they're in the red zone now and looking to score.
It was a big hit by the Napoleon special teams, although down at the 14 or 15-yard line. That's where the Akron Coventry Comets are going to take over, as they have found some new life with that odd play, as they take it right up the middle for the touchdown. Anthony Gossman on the touchdown run, as he was untouched from 15 yards out and just dove into the end zone for no apparent reason, as it's now 6-6 with 6:41 to go here in Loose Field. He was untouched, Joe Bainhop, and a nice job by the Akron Coventry Comets.
Really nice run there, as Looks like he found a hole up to the right side and brought it in for the 14-yard run and touchdown. Got a injury timeout down on the field as it looked like an opponent player's down. Can't quite get a number to see who it is. Looks like number 8, Ryan Kramer, down on the field. Not quite sure what happened to Kramer on this play, but looks like he's down in some pain. No, it's number 2, Ben Snyder. Looks like it might be a ankle. Might have got a twisted ankle there on that play. Hopefully just able to walk it off. That would be a big loss for Napoleon.
Hate to see that happen to a senior player who's worked hard all season and been doing a good job for him all season, and come back in their last game at loose field and get hurt on that play. It looked like it could have even been away from the ball as he was way back in the back end of the end zone. And we'll hopefully see Mike Nye, who's done a great job for the Wildcats all season, see if he can get him back into the ball game tonight. This Halsey
The kick is no good.
was on the, or Stouffer was on the kick, and it was blocked. Who was it blocked by, Joe?
Seemed to be blocked by the senior Jason Rickenberg on that play. Nice block there to keep the score tied at 6s. And see if Napoleon can get a nice return here on the kickoff. As it looks like Ryan Bockerman in on the kickoff team now to replace Ben Snyder.
Some very odd happenings going on here in loose field on that odd 65-yard run by Stouffer for the Akron Coventry Comets, which set up their touchdown. And the odd happenings may not be over yet here in loose field tonight. People in the press box here are wondering if this here kickoff can be blocked by the Napoleon Wildcats. But this one is off, and it's to Ryan Kramer about the 15-yard line. Gets behind his wall blockers and takes up to the 35-yard line.
White on the stop for Coventry.
Mike White on the stop for the Akron Coventry Comets. To remind you that all funding for Napoleon Wildcat football games is provided by the Henry County Bank. Like a good friend, we're here for you. 6-6 with 6:35 to go in the first quarter. Scott Rex under center. Working out the signals. Give right up the middle to Ryan Kramer. Follows his blockers up to the 40-yard line, a gain of about 4.5. The junior fullback.
Second and 6.
As Tyson Bolton, or is Bolton, who's been injured the last 2 weeks with a bad ankle, runs out on the field for the Wildcats. Nice to see him able to play in his last game, a loose field. The give by is to Kramer again over the right side. He followed his right tackle and guard.
Sent on the stop for Coventry.
He's got full house backfield.
Penalty marker on the play.
And I think somebody moved on the line. They throw the flags. It's going to be false start on the Wildcats. It's going to be Kramer to do the punting. Number 32, Russ Stouffer, and number 7, Mike White, are back deep to recover the punt. There's a high snap and a wobbly kick that's going to take a Wildcat bounce and hit. It's an Akron Coventry Comet, and the Wildcats recover as another
10.
Special teams mistake by the Akron Coventry Comets. The last one came out all right for him as it gained 65 yards, but this one's going to give the Wildcats good field position at the 32-yard line.
Or something, I don't know. But picked up by the Wildcats, and as Rex drops back to pass, has Bolton over and just over his hands. We've got 4:09 left here in the first quarter. Score still stands at 6-6.
As Rex keeps it on the option, and he takes it over to the left side, and then he takes the ball up to the 20-yard line. Has nice blocking and good recognition by Scott Rex there for 10, almost. They give him the first down for a 10-yard gain. Brings up first down and 10. He's got Kramer and Peach were in the backfield. Gives to Kramer right up the middle for a minimal gain of maybe 2 yards. Send Peach in motion. Fake give to Kramer. Rex rolls out, breaks a tackle, and is crushed down at about the 27-yard line. It's going to be short of the first down. Rex is under center. Kramer and Peach in the backfield. Peach in motion. Gives to Kramer, breaks it out to the left side. He's going to go in for the touchdown. Touchdown Wildcats. A 12-yard touchdown run by Ryan Kramer. What happened on that play, Joe Bainham?
Well, they gave the ball to Kramer down to the left side, and didn't look like there was any Akron Coventry defenders down there to get him, and might have been a defensive breakdown there on the part of the Comets, but very nice run there by the junior Ryan Kramer. It looks like the Wildcats going for the 2-point conversion here. Option out to Kenny Peach. And he makes it. That'll make the score 14-6. Napoleon has nice run there by Kenny Peach.
Drag a player and then dive into the end zone for the 2-point conversion to give the Wildcats an 8-point lead. The kick is a low one down to number 32 Stouffer, who's hit hard by numerous Wildcats on that front line. See who comes up out the pile. It's Kenny Peach. He's pumped up, who made the initial hit. He's ganged up by other Wildcats. They're going to have the ball at about the 29-yard line. That's where they'll start their drive behind quarterback Gary Hinton. He's a 6-foot, 175-pound freshman. So he could be a good-looking player come 4 years from now. There's a minimal gain for the Comets. Maybe a gain of 1. It was a gain, or that was carried by Halsey.
Second and 8.
So we were talking about the numbers problems for the only 6. So that's where the obvious problem has begun for the Akron Coventry Comets. Drop backs for the pass, a nice pass. It's caught by number 7, Mike White, to the 36-yard line. This is going to bring up a third down call of 3. And Joe, what did you think of that pass by the freshman quarterback?
Oh, very nice play there by the young freshman, as saw White out there in the open. Nice way to see the field. As I look through the roster for Akron Coventry, Hinton seems to be the only freshman on the team. I'm not sure if they have a freshman team out at Akron Coventry or not, or a junior varsity team.
Still for the ball carrier.
As Mike Stouffer on the run there. Gain of 1 on the play, 4th and 2. See what Akron Coventry does here, if they bring in the punting team or not. Looks like they are.
Kramer and Cordes dropping deep for the Wildcats.
Kramer and Corditz back deep for Napoleon. See if the special teams for Napoleon can come up with another big play here.
Stover lining up to punt for the Comets.
Not sure if they want to block this one or not, as the last one returned for 63 yards. As the snap is mishandled and just gets it off. Flag on the play.
Penalty marker on the play.
Inadvertent whistle as the ref picks up the flag. First and 10 at the 26 for Napoleon. 56 seconds to go in the first quarter. 14-6 in favor of the Wildcats.
So another odd play on special teams, as it was a low snap and he wasn't able to handle it. Put his knee down. That's where the Wildcats will take over. It's Bolton's to lower portion of the screen. They send Peach in motion. Oh, they run the flea flicker, and it's down to Bolton. Touchdown, Wildcats. That's a neat little play there run by the Wildcats as they gave to Kramer. Tossed back to Rex. Rex threw it down to a wide open Tyson Bolton, who was in the end zone all alone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Now a score of 20-6, as that drive only took 6 seconds. So a neat little wrinkle there put in by the coaching staff of the Napoleon Wildcats. A nice call after the big special teams play to come back right back and get the touchdown. Russell's, if they fake it, they're throwing all the bag of tricks in now. As Nick Sonnenberg just picked it up, instead of putting it down for Matthew Russell, threw it out to Doug Beneke for his first score of the year for the 2-point conversion. Now 22-6 in favor of the Napoleon Wildcats.
Throw the ball and was voted GLL Player of the Week last year and has a good handle on what to do as Napoleon goes for the onside kick. And they get it. I do believe they have it.
The Wildcats on a gain kick.
Not sure who has it. Akron Coventry got it. I'm not sure how, as every single player for Napoleon was there that time.
They've given the ball to the Akron Coventry Comets. So I do not know what the call is, but they gave it to them. It looked like surely that a Wildcat recovered, but they gave the ball to the Akron Coventry Comets as they take the ball up to about the 46-yard line for a gain of 7. I never did get a indication of what really happened there, but I will assume that the refs were right. Doesn't mean they are. But anyway, the Wildcats have really shown a lot more emotion and been really pumped up for this game, which coming to the end of the season, 1-7, sometimes ain't an easy thing to do, but I really give them credit for being pumped up for this game and really showing some great emotion and playing hard tonight. As a give is Stouffer, he brings out to the outside. He's going to be brought down right at the first down marker. See what they call it. First down, Comets. That was a gain of 3 as we're at the end of the first quarter. Score 22-6 in favor of the Napoleon Wildcats. Is a great offensive showing set up by some big plays.
Well, great first quarter as Kramer had 34 yards in the first quarter and a touchdown. Snyder had a touchdown. Bolton had a touchdown. Kenny Peach and Doug Beneke both had 2-point conversions in the first quarter, and only one penalty on the Wildcats. And we have a great first quarter, and back to you.
Thank you, Josh Saputo, for that statistical analysis. This is going to bring up 2nd down and 8 after the run by Stouffer. Hinton's under center. 2 backs in the backfield. White goes in motion to the top of your screen. Give his to Stouffer again as he's stuffed and works hard and takes some second effort up to the 43-yard line, or 37-yard line, sorry. This is going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 call for Akron. I'd really like to thank the Akron Coventry Comets for making the long trip up here for tonight's game. Some of the Wildcats made the big long trip down to the Miami Trace, and this has been a 2-year series with both teams. As this next year, the Wildcats will be going down to Akron Coventry for next year's game, and the Miami Trace Panthers will come up here for the game, for their game. As it's going to be close to the first down. Bronner on the carrier. We call it a first down as the Akron Coventry Comets have ripped off 2 first downs here. First down and 10. As they fake the give, rolls out to the top portion of your screen. The throw is almost intercepted by Ryan Kramer as he went from the wide receiver, number 12, Anthony Gossman. But he just couldn't get the handle on it as he was up in the air but couldn't hold on. The play call, or the pass falls incomplete. It's going to bring up second down and 10. Two backs in the backfield again. They give to Stouffer, who keeps his legs pumping, goes out to the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down call of about 4. The Wildcats need to tighten up the defense here, get a stop. Under 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Score is 22-6 in favor of the Napoleon Wildcats. Gives to Stouffer right up the middle as he breaks a tackle, and run's gonna be good for a first down. Across the 20-yard line, up to the 20, or up to the 17-yard line. Yardage gives to Bonner over the right side after they fake the give to Stouffer, and it's going to be a play good for about 8 yards. Bring up second down, and they give to Stouffer right up the middle for another first down. This is going to bring up first down and goal. And what are the Comets doing here, Joe, to cause them to pick up 4 first downs in a row on this Napoleon D?
Napoleon D looking to step up big here, down on the goal line area. Stouffer for a couple yards.
The ball is marked at the 1-yard line, second and goal.
Ball marked down at the 1-yard line, second goal for the Comets. See if the point will bring in the goal line defense now.
It's a great hit by Josh Fruth from the backside to bring down the Coventry ball carrier, and again they're stopped. This is going to bring up third down from about the 1-foot line. It was stuffed by the Napoleon frontline D of Rickenberg, Zam Maripa, and Derek Kramer. See what they're going to run here. They got a wide out to the top portion of the screen. They give to Stouffer, or Bronner. Bronner, as he was looked to leap to the air, and he was brought down by John Black, who met him at the line and threw him back. Field goal team, they're going to go for a big play here in loose field. They give to Stouffer, the up man, right up the middle for the touchdown. Comets 22-12. Wildcats has took them 4 tries, but they were able to punch it in. Is from inside the 5-yard line. They got the touchdown. They go for 2. It's good. There's a pass from Hinton to number 7, Mike White. Bachman, Kramer, and Cordes are deep for the Wildcats. Stouffer's in to kick off. Hopefully the Wildcats can grind it out just like the Akron Coventry Comets did, and maybe end this quarter with a touchdown here. I'd like to see it take all the rest of the quarter. Oh, and it's a grounder. I don't know if that was attempted. Picked up by Brian Hastings
On the return for the Wildcats.
for the Wildcats.
McCormick on the stop for Coventry. First hand Jen.
A player that
Mark at the 40.
has put in lots of time and dedication for the Wildcats as a senior this year, playing his last game in Loose Field. He's done on the kickoff. Got full house backfield, and there's a flag on the play.
Marker on the play. Offsides, Coventry.
Offsides, Coventry, as somebody was lined up.
Whatever problem there is worked out. Get him back in the game for the second half. As Rex drops back to the pass over to the left side. Has Cesar Rodriguez open and overshoots him right over, just a bit over his head there as Cesar lays out for the ball, but unable to pull it in.
The senior captain, Jade Crossland. Rex barking out signals. Fakes the give to Kramer, rolls out, tucks it under. He's going to be real close to the first down. And there's a little bit of a skirmish over there between Cesar Rodriguez and Stouffer over on the Comet sideline. Had to be breaking up. Rex carry is good for Napoleon Wildcat. First down. Nice run by Scott Rex. Rex again gives right up the middle to Ryan Kramer, who goes up to about the 41-yard line, a gain of 4 for the Wildcats. Down to 5:30 remaining in the first half. Fake give. Oh, and it's knocked down by number 34, Bronner. Does it look like they had Ross Durham open, going over the middle of the field, and nobody was on him, but Rex elected to go underneath the Cordes, which was knocked down. Rex is under center. Fake give to Peach. He rolls out to the lower portion. Oh, and through Bolton's hands at the 30, which would have been good for a first down. It falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and 6. Snaps good to the Ryan Kramer. And the punt's going to travel down to the 25-yard line, so a 14-yard punt for Ryan Kramer.
14 yards out of bounds.
As he tried to shank it there, but just didn't quite get enough. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Here in Loose Field. So we'd like to thank Henry County Bank for providing funding for tonight's Napoleon Wildcat football game. Sorry, that was Halsey on the carry. Hinton drops back. Pass it goes off. His face mask, the receiver's face mask. This is going to bring up a long 3rd down situation. 3rd down and 9 for Hinton. As the give is given to number 34, Bronner, who breaks a couple of tackles. Or Stouffer, sorry. First down Comets, as I think the Wildcats were looking past. And they ran it right up the gut, and there was nobody there to stop that play. This is 1st down and 10 from the 39-yard line.
as Hinton comes up to the line. Hand off to Stouffer, and he's dropped back for loss of a couple of yards there. Number 11, Jeremy Powell, out wide down to the bottom of your screen as number 7, Mike White, goes in motion. As got a penalty marker down on the play. It looks like Kenny Peach jumped off sides there.
Let's go in the first half. As the Comets have the ball from the 45-yard line, Mike White runs in motion and he's stuffed by the Wildcat front line. 76 Jason Rickenberg comes. As I do see Ben Snyder's back on the field for the Wildcat, or back on the sidelines for the Wildcats. Oh, and he's hit by Rickenberg and Zamarippas. They both teamed up and came flying through the line and hit him as he's just about ready to throw, and the ball goes up in the air. It's called an incomplete pass. Going to bring up 4th down and 5 for the Comets. Send in the punting team. We'll see what's going to happen here. The special teams have been Stouffer's in. It's a punt. A good long punt taken by Kramer. Oh, and he's brought down by number 7, Mike White. I'd like to remind everybody to stay tuned for the halftime show, organized by our instructor, Mr. Ken Neuenschwander. As Rex drops back, and it's just a little long and out of bounds as it's incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10, just a little long for Ross Durham. Three-yard line, Bolton to the top of the screen, Rodriguez to the bottom. Rex drops back, hits Bolton across the middle. 1st down Wildcats at the 45-yard line. A nice pass by Scott Rex as he hit Tyson Bolton right in the numbers. And he took it up to the 45-yard line. Mike White makes the tackle for the Comets. As Rex gets him up to the line. He rolls out to the bottom of your screen. Pursuit from the backside. Hits Bolton again as Mo Brubaker takes a shot on the sideline. But he said he's all right. Bring up 2nd down and 2 as Tyson Bolton did a nice job of catching that pass and getting out of bounds. Stop the clock with 1:54 to go. The ball is not the 47-yard line. They're trying to run the 2-minute drill. Got Doug to the Beneke to the lower portion of the screen as he hits Van Osdale going across the middle as he shot right up. Rex took a 3-step drop and hit the pass.
Rex under center, drops back to pass. Overshoots Van Osdale by 5 yards or so.
Yeah, there's the red hat.
As that'll stop the clock with 1:30 here to go in the first half. Beneke and Van Osdale out wide as Rex drops back to pass. Hits Peach, and he's at the 30, down to the 25, and taken out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Real nice play there from the point as Rex hits Peach for a 15-yard gain. Van Osdale and Bolton both out wide for the point as Rex takes a snap. Looks for Van Osdale. And just over the outstretched arms of the senior Jared Van Osdale. As Scott Rex fake give to Peach, throws back, and once again overshoots his receiver.
The Rex pass to Peach falls incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
This is going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 call. It looked to me as the ball is thrown behind him, and when that happens, it is a live football, and the Akron Coventry spotters who are right next to us are wanting the ball to be taken back to where the Rex threw it out of bounds. It's considered a fumble, but they did not do it. The refs did not do it, as there's a penalty flag on the field.
Penalty marker on the play.
Because again, Akron Coventry is offsides. The fake give. Rex tosses it up. Oh, caught by Ross Durham. Touchdown, Wildcats.
That is not a touchdown.
No, it's not a touchdown. The first call was a touchdown, but then they say, no, it was not a touchdown.
Goal for the Wildcats.
'Cause I thought I saw his arms go up, but they say, I didn't think it was, but from the 2-yard line. It's more great protection for Ryan.
Kramer, the
Scott Rex, he's had great protection all night to give to Ryan Kramer. And he lost maybe a yard. As they give to Kramer again right at the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats. Kramer, as he gave it right up the middle. And touchdown, Wildcats. That brings us to 28-14.
In the backfield for the point as Rodriguez goes in motion. Rex keeps it.
Rex on the keeper.
And I don't think he got in.
Conversion.
No, he didn't. That'll keep the score at 28-14 with 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Big score there for the point as they can go into halftime.
Come in tonight later on in the game and see what they can do with the JVs. They can score some more.
Thank you, Josh Saputo, for some more statistical analysis.
White and Silver deep for Coventry.
As the kick is back to Stouffer. Hit by
Stover on the
Kenny Peach. He's brought down, or no, sorry, John Black makes the hit and tackle at the 24-yard line.
The football is marked at the 23-yard line.
As the point seems to be in a prevent type defense.
5-yard penalty, second down and 15.
This is going to be a 5-yard penalty. Moves them back to the 30-yard line. Second down, 15, Wildcats.
Be extricated from the Dickers.
Rex is under center. Peach gets the carry, takes it up to the top, and he's stuffed by many Coventry tacklers, and he's driven way back after the initial hit and his progress was stopped. They're going to mark the ball at about the 31-yard line. Gain of 1. Third down, 14, Wildcats.
Really?
Wildcats looking up the record to 2-7 on the season and take the Comets, keep them winless at 0-9. Rex hits Peach on the flag, takes it up to about the 43-yard line.
The Rex pass to Peach is complete. Penalty.
And there's another, and there's all kinds of flags on the
White
play.
and Halsey on the stop for Coventry.
I think the Coventry players are starting to get a little upset, and they're starting to make some stupid mistakes now. And we've got some Wildcats that are real upset. And they're trying to figure this stuff out. I think tempers are starting to get a little out of hand here in loose field. As there's utter chaos out here right now, as nobody knows what is going on. The officials don't know. I don't know.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, Coventry.
So offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct calls on both squads, because I think there was some extracurricular activity going on away from the play. This is NCTV5, your hometown cable access station, bringing you the best we have to offer. As the Wildcats have called timeout to maybe let the tempers simmer down.
It was third down if that happened.
The Wildcats should have a 4th down call coming up, about 4th down and 5, about the 41-yard line.
They're doing it from the spotted foul.
It's going to be no mark off, offset.
I thought they walked them both off in high school.
You're going to do walk back and forth.
I've seen it many times before.
These kids barely walk the ball. Sometimes they walk it off.
The refs are calling the teams back on the field.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Is it when the ball was advanced?
Yes, it was.
Wait.
Okay, now that we got more chaos on the field. Because now the refs do not know what down it is or where the ball should be placed. In other words, they don't know what's going on. We're ready to play football again. 10-12 to go. 35-14 Wildcats.
Foul now team for Coventry.
Going into their deep bench.
As the punt is gotten away again. Oh, there's a flag on the play. That's going to be roughing or running into the kicker. Coventry Comets leads to a Wildcat 1st down as they've been shooting themselves in the foot quite often tonight with penalties and mistakes in the kicking game. So here we have both. As they mark this one off 15 yards. I didn't think it was that severe. For a 15-yard penalty, it might have been a 5-yard running into the kicker, but I didn't think it was a roughing the kicker. As there's another flag on the field.
Hey, let's have 50 penalties.
Offside Coventry. 5-yard penalty.
Offsides Coventry. It's going to bring up 1st down and 5. Another penalty on the Coventry Comets as they are really trying to drag this game out by keep seeing the yellow hankies that are doing the chain gang. Tom Boffman, Marv Barlow, as they've done a fine job all season and tonight here in Loose Field. I'd like to thank them and everybody else on the grounds crew. Mr. Lulz, as he does a fine job. The give to Kramer, takes it up to the 34-yard line. And we just real close to the 1st down. We'll have to see where the spot's at. Second and inches for the Wildcats.
I think Napoleon's just trying to keep it on the ground here to run some time off the clock as senior Jared Rathke checks into the game. Hand off to Kramer, over to the right side.
Kramer carrying for the Wildcats.
Gets the 1st down.
Carry good for Napoleon, 1st down. 1st and 10 for Napoleon at the 26-yard line. Kramer on the stop for Coventry. Kramer versus Kramer.
How far did Kramer get? How many yards was that? I give him 9 on 9.
Up the middle to Kenny Peach.
Peach on the carry for the Wildcats.
Peach was on the carry. Got a gain of about
White on the stop for
7 for the Wildcats as it's going to be 2nd down and 3.
a long yard for the Wildcats.
Send in Sending Greg Durham and Rickenberg and Bolton comes out. Beneke also comes in. We're starting to see some young kids into the ball game for the Wildcats as the give is to Kramer again, who's cut down at about the 15-yard line by number 31, Dustin Halsey. See if he got the first down. First down Wildcats is going to move the chains again. Marked at the 16-yard line. First down 10 Wildcats with just under 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Got Peach and Kramer in the backfield. Gives to Peach again. He bounces it outside, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. As they did a nice job of stringing that play out. And that's going to be a loss. A big loss for the Wildcat. Loss of 7. Second down and 17 Wildcats. Akron's trying to make a stop here to get the ball back. Wildcats have sustained a really long drive here. They've had it all quarter so far. Pitch to Rodriguez, who fumbled it initially, but he was able to pick it up off the turf. He's got a lucky bounce and took it up to the up for a yard, I guess was all it was. Second down 16, or third down 16. Wildcats looking for a big play here to keep the drive alive. Rex is under center. Fakes the give. Lofts it up for Ross Durham. He's wide open. Caught. Touchdown Wildcats as he was all alone. This is a 22-yard touchdown pass to Ross Durham as there was nobody around, and Scott Rex threw him the perfect pass. Touchdown Wildcats.
Into attempt the point after touchdown kick for Napoleon, number 5.
Matthew Russell's in for the extra point. It's now 41-14 Wildcats. 6:22 to go. Great play by the Wildcats and great call by the Wildcat coaches. As Russell's kick is up, and it is good. 42-14 Wildcats.
Woo! Really nice play there on that 22-yard TD reception from Scott Rex to Ross Durham. And that'll make the score 42-14 as the Napoleon Wildcats special teams unit gets ready to come onto the field.
I have a statistical rating here for penalties, and each team has had about 10 penalties apiece on their part for about, I don't know, a lot of yards.
Thank you, Josh Saputo, for that insightful analysis on the penalties. As yes, there have been lots of penalties in tonight's football game.
White and Stoker, 8-4 coming.
As Russell Osborne on to the attempt or the kickoff. Stauffer back deep for Akron Coventry as a low liner and falls down. Number 15, Scott Voorhees downs the ball at the 28-yard line as Akron Coventry will take over on offense. I don't know what he was doing on that play. Looked a little bit scared there, but just dropped to his knees.
Sonora 21, Bullgate 8. Liberty Center defeats Bryan 32-27.
Oh, man.
As Hinton comes up to the line.
Timeout, Napoleon.
Napoleon calls timeout.
Fourth quarter. Patrick Henry, 43. Lakota, 13. Boy, yeah, we're going to kick the butt, too, man. Mini.
Looks like John Huddle's into the game here for Napoleon. And Josh Weekers. Some nice sophomore talent along with Derek Kramer and Nick Gillen and Brad Cordes. Looks like Napoleon will have a good team for many years to come here. Getting some good experience in there at the varsity level.
Joe, is this it, as we have some time here, is the last game at Luce Field, and do you have any fond memories of this field and memories of games here at Luce Field?
Well, all the memories here at Luce Field are great, I guess. I don't know. I think it's a great place to play football, and I think it'll be missed by the players and the fans. But we've got a great new facility coming to us here in Napoleon, and it'll be nice to play there too.
My memory, it wasn't maybe a great memory, but for the Wildcats, but when Charles Woodson scored 6 touchdowns here in Luce Field against the Wildcats. Maybe not a great memory for the Wildcats, but it was a memory that I always remember about Luce Field and the happenings here. Josh Puto, do you have any great memories here?
Well, yeah. Middle school ball was great playing on this field. Nah, I played as a freshman. I was a wide receiver. I didn't score, but it was still, we played one game here. You know, it was great. It's a great feeling here, and I just love this field. It's great.
Thank you, Josh Spudo. As now Coach Note has started to put in some of his younger talent into the game, as we see Dave Ramos, Nick Gillen, and Scott Gray on the defensive line. As Hinton goes through Mike White's hands. Incomplete. Gonna bring up 4th down and 10 for the Comets. So they send in the punting unit as we are finally under 6 minutes to go in this football game here. The Wildcats are looking for their first home win of the night of the season. Nice work, Dad.
Those are red and take it easy.
We have Kramer. Sorry, Bachman and Cordes back deep. Oh, it's a fake. Oh, nope. Now he decides to punt it. It's a good punt as it gets a Comet roll. It's going to roll inside the 20-yard line.
The Coventry punt travels 54 yards.
As it's down at the 19-yard, a 54-yard punt for Stouffer.
The Wildcats at the 19-yard line. Now quarterbacking for the Wildcats, number 16.
As it looked like we were going to have some wet and rainy conditions here in Luce Field tonight, but the rain has held off. I think we are starting to get a wet, rainy drizzle out there now, but I'd like to see us have a nice night here for football. It's been a little chilly. We've had a lot of nice nights, though, this year. We thank Mother Nature for that.
Got John Huddle at quarterback for Napoleon as he hands off to number 6, Matt Belford, and he's picks up a gain of 9 on the play.
Now quarterbacking for the Wildcats is a relative of Fred Huddle, who was on the initial team to play on Luce Field in 1922.
Thank you, Rick.
Wow.
Second down and 3.
John Huddle, a relative of Fred Huddle, who played on the 1922 team here at Loose Field.
Belford, the ball carrier for the Wildcats. Hits it on the
Huddle, some nice sophomore talent out there. Leading the JV team to a great season this year. Who only lost, I believe, 1 game. 3 games, excuse me. Huddle under center, sends quarters in motion. Hands off to number 27, Josh Weekers. And he's
Weakers, the ball carrier.
dropped for a loss. That'll bring up 4th down.
Hinton on the stop, loss on the play, 4th and 4.
4th and 4 from the point as they bring in the punting team. Just trying to run out the clock here as Kramer back to punt. And for Akron Coventry, number 11, Jeremy Powell back deep to receive it.
Kramer
Snap by Cordes. Snap fumbled. Kramer gets off the punt and it hits Josh Fruth. And down at the 42-yard line. 17-yard punt by Kramer.
for Coventry at the 42-yard line.
Under 4 minutes to go here as 3:53 to play, 42-14. The Napoleon Wildcats on top. Looks like it's almost sealed for their first victory of the season here at Loose Field. In the last game of the season here, and probably forever. Here comes number 9, Gary Hinton. Drops back to pass. And he's sacked by number 20, Tony Miller on the sack.
Miller on the sack of Hinton.
Nice play there by the young sophomore.
Miller time with a nice sack. He's a sophomore and he doesn't get to play much, but he's really putting his time on Loose Field for the last night here. So as I just seen Justin Grohl go in as Scott Gray comes out and Buzz Kramer comes out also.
As we've got almost, looks like all sophomores in there from the point D besides senior Nick Sonnenberg back there at defensive end, or defensive corner.
Stover, the ball carrier for Coventry.
Stouffer on the carry, gain of a couple yards.
Morales on the
2:50 to go here in the fourth quarter.
I'd like to remind all the viewers out there that there will be one last game here at Loose Field. It is the annual Powder Puff game. Yes, Powder Puff will be coming to you on November 2nd. That is Sunday, November 2nd, here at Loose Field, 2 o'clock. As Hinton is pressured and sacked at the 40-yard line by Gillen. Back to Powder Puff. Yes, that is the annual juniors versus senior girls Powder Puff football game. As I think it is
nearly 10.
flag football, and you can come out and watch them. It's kind of funny to watch, really. It is.
9.
See them girls out there playing some football. The guys get a great enjoyment out of teaching these girls how to play football, and hope to see some people out here to see that. Down to 1:56 remaining. 4th down and 9. Passes incomplete. Oh, flag, pass interference. Wildcats.
For white balls incomplete. Quarters on coverage for the Wildcats. Defensive pass interference.
Yep, defensive pass interference, Wildcats.
Giving the Comets a first down.
Josh Saputo, how about you give us some Wildcat statistics for the
5-yard line.
game?
Well, Bob, Ryan Kramer has been the real star tonight with only 20 carries for 76 yards. And Kenny Peach has got about 7 carries for 32 yards, and Rex has had a great game through 151 yards with only 18 attempts. A great game for Scott Rex. As I said, penalties have been a big factor as another flag just went down on the field. Oh, wait. The officials messed up again.
For that insight, Josh Saputo. He's done a fine job tonight in his first game as our statistician. We'd like to thank you, Josh, for your work tonight. We'd also like to thank the guys behind the scenes, as Andrew Schnicke and Scott Sonnenberg have done a fine job with field camera. I think we got Barry Spurlock doing main camera. And, of course, our leader, Mr. Ken Neuenschwander, with just keeps us all doing what we're supposed to be doing. As they give the pitch to number 34, Bronner. Gets out to the first down. First down Comets with under 1:30 to go. Also like to thank the editing crew of Bogert and Hetzel. Everybody does a fine job here at NC TV5, your hometown cable access station, bringing you the best that we have to offer. NHS was also like to thank Rick Small for spending his Friday nights here at Loose Field doing the PA for Loose Field.
Hinton on the carry for Coventry. Weakers on the step.
Wildcats will be traveling for their season finale to Swanton.
No gain on the play.
His team they haven't played here in the last couple of years, but they played them before, and they're renewing a rivalry with the Swanton Bulldogs.
You have to make a vat of chili at your house tonight too, Riley.
That was another give to Comet, and Stouffer on the give.
Takes a timeout.
Timeout Coventry as they're trying to get one last-ditch touchdown here with 31 seconds to go. Joe, any words about this game and next week's game at Swanton?
Well, I think Napoleon had an excellent game here tonight, coming off a tough loss last week against Miami Trace. Came in knowing that this would be a tough game against the Akron Coventry Comets. And they played their hearts out tonight, Bob, and just did a great job tonight.
We have to wait 4 seconds. We'll wait 4 seconds.
The official time on the field is 35 seconds.
35 seconds left to go here in the game as the Wildcats lead it 42-14. Third down and 2. Stouffer on the carry. Gets the first down. 25 seconds counting here to go in the game as Napoleon will chalk up their first victory at home this season.
Touchdown, Coventry. Hinton on the kick.
As Hinton scores the touchdown for Coventry on the keeper, but too little too late for the Akron Coventry Comets, as their coaching staff is going psycho beside us, but I don't know why, because the game is over, and we'll go to Josh Saputo.
Yes, a great game by the Wildcats, as a great victory in Loose Field for the final game of the year and the first win at home this season. Next week, they play Swanton, and I think that's going to be a great game. I think we can take them. It's going to be a great game, and we're back to Bob.
Thank you, Josh Saputo. The two-point conversion is no good. It's 42-20. They'll be as just Comets will be kicking off. We're nearing the end of this game with only 12 seconds remaining. Hopefully Scotty may or may not be back, 'cause he might be participating in state water polo competition. Depends if they win on Saturday. If they win Saturday, he will not be with us, and if the cross country team fares well this weekend, I will not be with us. So Joe will probably be here again next week on NCTV 5, your hometown cable access station, bringing you the best that we have to offer. As there will be just one more play, tonight's football game. Score 42-20. This is the first time all year that Akron Coventry has topped 20 points. I think that is why they were so close. They wanted to get over that 20-point barrier, and that's kind of a little incentive for them. Some teams strive for victories. They're striving for 20 points.
All right.
And they're looking for an onside kick. What is this? What is this? The onside kick is going to go out of bounds. Wildcats will get the ball. They'll decline the penalty.
Rick, someone's trying to get your attention.
Is that one of yours?
I haven't graduated yet.
Because hopefully the Wildcats will just down it and they'll end the game. Point High School would like to thank Akron Coventry for making the long trip, and we'll see you down there in Akron next year. Bingo. So once they get everything sorted out and the ball down, Wildcats just need to snap it and close things out. Hopefully.
At the 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
Wildcats come up to the line. Huddles under center. He's just going to sneak it forward.
Huddle on the keeper.
He's down. Gain him about 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the final. 42-20 as Wildcats get the victory in the very last game in Loose Field. Remember the score, 42-20 against the opponent, Akron Coventry. Hopefully next year we will be in Buckenmeyer Stadium. For Josh Saputo, Joe Badenhop, I am Ryan Huffman. We'll see you later.